Hello everybody, welcome to Winophobia.com. We thought we'd make a quick video and basically tell you what we're all about. First, got to do a couple of quick introductions. I'm Jeff. To my left,
I'm Pat.
That's Pat. To my right, that's Dirk.
He doesn't talk much.
He's the strong silent type, I think. We're going to use that. Winophobia.com. Why did we name it that? What are we doing? What are we all about? Well, we know everyone kind of has this fear of wine. Why is that? Well, it's this mysterious topic. Everyone's made it sound so important and snooty. It doesn't have to be that way, people, and we're here to help. Our whole goal is to demystify the entire wine world, the entire wine experience. And we're going to be making videos and putting up all kinds of amazing content to help you overcome it. And so we're bringing this video to you today. What do we want to talk about today, Pat?
I think we're just talking about the whole experience of wine. Some people might drink this.
It's a good beer, by the way.
Yeah, it's beer. I was just telling Dirk, we were just talking about last Friday. It was beautiful outside. I had the grill going, and the smoke from the grill was coming over my face. I'm smelling the barbecue. What do you think I wanted to drink? A nice cold beer. And that's the perfect beverage for that situation. Now, there are other times when you're out to dinner with 3 or 4 couples, or maybe a nice date with your wife or significant other, and you want to have a nice glass of wine or a bottle of wine to go with that steak, or your pasta, or your veal.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of every situation calls for a different type of beverage. There are times to drink iced tea. There's times to drink beer. Dirk was just telling me there's times to drink wine cooler. I personally don't agree with that. No. But that's Dirk's choice, right?
Not how I do it.
And is that what you were saying, Dirk? No, okay. Maybe it was somebody else. But there are times to drink wine, and that's why we're here. Definitely.
So there's nothing wrong with this beer. We do still drink beer. But if you want to maybe take it up a notch, go to something a little more interesting to compare with literally every kind of food out there, then let's try some wine. You know, experiment with it. You see 3 glasses of red wine right now on this table. You don't have to drink red wine. There are thousands of varietals of grapes that produce all different types of wine, different white wines, different red wines. Drink what you like, okay? There's been this general consensus that you have to drink these old French wines and that's how, proper people drink wine. We just couldn't disagree with that more. Not that there's anything wrong with those wines, but that may not be your cup of tea, okay? Everybody likes different styles of foods. Why would we be boxed in and pigeonholed into one kind of wine? That just doesn't make sense. I personally like Pinot Noir. That's a big one for me. My wife likes Chardonnay and Cabernets. Dirk's a big Zin fan. What are you into?
I like Cabernet. I like Napa Valley Cabernet.
Okay. So we go with what we like. If you're doing white Zin right now, okay. We wouldn't mind if you tried something new. Bring it up a notch. Try a Sauvignon Blanc. Try anything. Keep drinking that, but see if you can transition into something that's a little more interesting and has a little bit more flavor. So.
Well, and the way we started this out was talking about those first experiences we had with a wine list.
Oh, God.
And, they drop off this War and Peace novel and, in the middle of the table. And it's easier to say, hey, I'll just take a bottle of beer, I'll take an iced tea. Or I know personally what I used to do is I would go through and pick the second most expensive bottle of wine.
Right. Because
I figured it wasn't the worst. So I was basically assuming that the price of the wine dictated the quality. And that's not true. I have my special bottles. I have my special glasses that when we go out to a restaurant, if they have that on the list, I'm getting it. And I don't care where it falls on their expense scale. Yeah. Everybody has a special dinner. I know Dirk was telling me the other day that he went home and his wife made a great meal, and there were some beers in the fridge, but he felt like this nice big Zin was perfect for that steak. So it is about the experience. And also, what do you guys notice about the conversation level that occurs over a bottle of wine versus a bucket of beer? Have you noticed that there's a different quality of conversation or camaraderie that occurs around those meals? Doesn't it have a different feel to you?
It does. There's more of an experience.
Yeah, it's a different experience, It's just, sometimes it's deeper. It seems like I have better conversations. It just seems more sophisticated. But it doesn't have to be snooty. And that's what Jeff talked about in the beginning, was the snootiness, I think, pushes people away. I know I felt that way at one point.
We've all been there.
So now that I know the basic mechanics, we got together as friends. We went to Napa Valley together in 2009.
Yes.
And then I know we're going back again this year as a group, and it's just something that's kind of become a staple of our friendship is sharing a good bottle of wine.
Right. And while one bottle of beer might be the same from bottle to bottle, there's so many different styles of wine. You can always keep it interesting and keep it fun. And, you know,
well, beer has a born-on date, right?
It does.
So that kind of gives you an idea of what you're getting. You're going to get the same thing every time.
You better use it by that date.
And wine
it lasts for years. Lasts for years. You know, and going back to that wine list thing, I mean, who hasn't been there where the waiter drops that off, and you know, hopefully you're not with your boss or your father-in-law, and you know, your pulse quickens and you're getting a little sweaty palmed, and you've got to make a wine decision for an entire table or an entire group of people. There's a lot of pressure on you to do that, and we're going to be able to help you with that. We want you to be able to make the right choice, because the enjoyment of the entire table might be depending on what you pick. So pick wisely, and there are going to be wines that go better with that meal, and wines that don't. So we want to be able to help you with that. So.
And I think Dirk was saying, what you're saying, one of the most important things about this was that we're not going to tell people the type of wine they should drink.
Right.
You're going to see us talk about, when we open a bottle, for example, to show how to cork a bottle of wine, we might mention the vintage and the vineyard, but it's not that we're promoting that particular wine.
Right.
We want you to, there's other sites for that. What are some of those sites you go to? Who are some of the people you use, Jeff, to give you ideas on wine?
Oh, I go to Gary Vaynerchuk at Wine Library or the Daily Grape. Gary's my hero, and he's my inspiration, frankly, for doing all this. So hopefully Gary's watching today.
They can tell you what wine to drink.
Right.
We are going through more of we call it demystifying the experience of wine. So it's more about how to enjoy it and what to do throughout that time. Yep. So please visit us at winophobia.com. We also have a YouTube page. It's Winophobia as well, and on Facebook. And it is
friend us up, please.
Winophobia. And Twitter, we are Winophobia.
You get in the
so
picture.
it's easy to find us. We are everywhere.
We are everywhere.
We look forward to seeing you in the future. So
cheers, guys.
Remember, Winophobia, we have the cure. Cheers.
We have the cure. Good juice.
This is getting better.
The whole goal, and in fact it's our mission and our mission statement, is to demystify the wine world.
I'm Pat, by the way.
Wait a second.
And to the right here is...
Whoa.
Well, you just started talking.
Why are you interrupting me? Why are you interrupting? This is how we're going to start this show? Folks, you see what I have to deal with?
I think that there's a standard when you are talking to an audience that you introduce the people that you're speaking with.
We can do that. Let's pause it.
This is part of it. There's no pause. I'm Pat.
Hit the pause button.
To our far right is Dirk.
Button.
Now the dog is barking. Jeff's upset.
The dog is barking. That's part of life.